students, how are you? I hope you are doing well. And in the previous class, we completed the fourth chapter, that is the old Cartaya. And we had to go through the 3 R's. Which are the 3 R's? Can you remember? Which are the 3 R's? Reduce, reuse and recycle are the 3 R's. I will remind you 3 R's. 3 R's. R. Which are the 3 R's? 3 R's. Reduce, R-E-D-U-C-E. Reduce. The next one, reuse. Next one, recycle. R-E-C-Y-C-L-E. Recycle. These are the 3 R's. These are the 3 R's. What these 3 R's do? These 3 R's can minimize or shorten or cut down the amount of waste that we throw away. The amount of waste that we throw away, that is an important topic, and we discussed it in the previous class. And today let us move on. Today let us move on to the types of sentences. Then, what is a sentence? What is a sentence? What do you mean by a sentence? Take text page number 44. A sentence is a group of words. Definition. A sentence. S-E-N-T-E-N-C-E. Spelling. S-E-N-T-E-N-C-E. A sentence is a group of words. A group of words. A sentence is a group of words. What is special? Arranged in a manner. Arranged in a manner. Arranged in a manner. In a manner. A sentence is a group of words arranged in a manner that it makes complete sense. In a manner that it makes M-A-K-E-S. Makes a complete sense. S-C-N-S-E. Listen here. Look here. A sentence definition. It is the definition of a sentence. What is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words. A sentence is a group of words. Then is, are, you. Is it a sentence? It is a group of sentences. Is it a sentence? No, it is not a sentence. A sentence is a group of words. There is one more thing. Arranged in a manner. A group of, it should be a group of words and it should be arranged in a particular manner. It should be arranged in a particular manner that it makes a complete sentence. It should be a group of words and it should convey, it should say, have a complete sense. It should have a complete sense. It should be completely arranged in a special manner that it should convey a complete sense. Sentence is a group of words arranged in a manner that it makes a complete sense. Then only the group of words became a sentence. Here, an example. I am teaching. I am teaching. It is a sentence. Why? There is a group of words and it conveys a complete sense. It has a complete sense. It has a complete sense. So we can say it is a sentence. So we can say it is a sentence. If a group of words are put here and there, that may not make a complete sense. That may not convey a complete sense. Then it is not a sentence. Then it is not considered as a sentence. If the group of words are considered as a sentence, it should convey a complete sense. It should make a complete sense. Then only the group of words became a sentence. Sentence, you say along with me, then you can understand easily. A sentence is a group of words arranged in a manner that it makes a complete sense. Example, I am teaching. You are hearing. You are hearing. You are hearing. We are studying. I am a girl. I am a lady. You are students. This is our school. These are all sentences. These are all types of sentences. Simply we can say sentence is a group of words arranged in a manner and it makes a complete sense. I hope you understand the definition of a sentence. Once more, sentence is a group of words arranged in a manner that it makes a complete sense. Arranged in a manner that it makes a complete sense. Is it clear? Next, types of sentences. We know what a sentence is and there are various types of sentences. In your text, there are three types of sentences. First one is assertive sentence. First one is assertive. Assertive sentence. sentence. Assertive sentences. First one is assertive sentence. Assertive sentence is also called declarative sentence. Assertive sentence is also called declarative sentence that you will study in your higher classes. First one is assertive sentence. The first category is assertive sentence and this type of sentence state a fact. This type of sentence simply state a fact, that means it is a statement. Assertive sentence is a statement. Assertive sentence states a fact that it is a statement. Expresses a thought or declares something. It expresses a thought or declares something. Assertive. What is the definition of assertive sentence? Assertive sentence states a fact. It should declare something and it ends with a full stop. Whenever we write an assertive sentence, I am a teacher. I am a teacher. It is an assertive sentence. It is a statement. Whenever we write assertive sentence, we should put a full stop at the end of the sentence. Okay. What are the things we should remember when we write an assertive sentence? Assertive sentence state a fact. That means I am a teacher. It is a fact. You are students. This is a classroom. These are all facts. That means reality. Assertive sentence states a fact. It is a statement and it declares something. It is also called assertive sentence is also called declarative sentence. Assertive sentence is also called declarative sentence. And it ends with a full stop. Assertive sentence ends with a full stop. That is the specialty of assertive sentence. First of all, what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words. It expresses a fact. It states a fact or declares something. Assertive sentence declares something and it ends with a full stop. Assertive sentence ends with a full stop. Assertive sentence ends with a full stop. Then second one is, which is the second category, second type, interrogative sentence. interrogative. Which is the second type? Interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentence. Second one is interrogative sentence. We had already studied what is assertive sentence and what is sentence. Sentence has different types. Here in this class you are studying three types of sentences. The first one is assertive sentence. The second one is interrogative sentence. Look at your text. This type of sentence, that means interrogative sentence, ask a question or request for some information. What is the specialty of interrogative sentence? Interrogative sentence ask a question. Interrogative sentence ask a question or a request for doing something. Request for some information. Interrogative sentence ask a question or a request for doing something. It ends with a question mark. Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? It is a sentence, and what type of sentence is it? It is a question. Can you help me? Then it ends with a question mark. It ends with a question mark. Interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. Is it clear? At first we studied assertive sentence. It is a statement. Assertive sentence is also known as declarative sentence, and whenever we write an assertive sentence, it ends with a full stop. And when we come to interrogative sentence is used to ask questions. Interrogative sentence is used to ask questions, and interrogative sentence ends with a full stop. Are you studying? Are you studying? STUDYING. Studying. Are you studying? It's a question and it ends with a question mark. It ends with a question mark. It's a question and these two sentences are interrogative sentence. These two questions are interrogative sentence. Is it clear? These two questions are interrogative. These two sentences are interrogative sentences, and interrogative sentence is used to ask questions or a request for something, a request for some information. Then examples, here are some examples. Where will we go for a picnic? That is a question. Where will we go for a picnic? These are other examples, simple examples. Where will we go for a picnic? Have you done your homework? It is a question. Have you done your homework? It is a group of words. It ends with an interrogative sentence should ends with a question mark. An interrogative sentence should ends with a question mark. Then the third type is exclamatory sentence. Third type is exclamatory. Exclamatory sentence. The third one is exclamatory sentence. Then the specialty of assertive sentence, it is a statement, it declares something, then it ends with a full stop. Interrogative sentence, it is used to ask questions or request for doing some for something. And exclamatory sentence, what is the specialty of exclamatory sentence? This type of sentences expresses strong feelings. Exclamatory sentence, if it is sadness or happiness, it will express a strong feeling or emotion. Exclamatory sentences express a strong feeling or emotion. Exclamatory sentences expresses a strong feeling or emotion. It ends with an exclamation mark. What a party it was. Example. What a party it was. What party it was. It is an exclamatory sentence and it always ends with an exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Write like this, standing like then after that a full stop. That is exclamation mark. This is an exclamation mark. This is a question mark. This is a full stop. Okay. Assertive sentence ends with a full stop. Interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. Then exclamatory sentence ends with an exclamation mark. It is called exclamation mark. Exclamatory sentence is used to express our sudden feelings or emotions. Exclamatory sentence is used to express our sudden feelings or emotions. Excellent work. When you score, whenever some works are given to you, some assignment works are given to you, you build a model of Taj Mahal. If it is very good, your teacher became very pleasant and said, "Well done, great work." It is an exclamation. It is her sadness. She is expressing her. Your teacher is expressing her sudden feeling and emotion. That is called a exclamatory sentence, and it all exclamatory sentences end with an exclamation mark. Is it clear now? I am going to repeat. What is a sentence? What is a sentence? Can you say the answer? What is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words. A sentence is a group of words arranged in such a manner, arranged in a special or particular manner, and it makes a complete sense. A sentence is a group of words arranged in a particular manner, arranged in a manner that it makes a complete sense. Arranged in a particular manner that it makes a complete sense. Then it is a sentence. There are different types of, so many kinds of sentences are there. In your class you are going to study, we are going to study 3 types of sentences. We are going to study 3 types of sentences. The first one is assertive sentence. The first one is assertive sentence. Assertive sentence is used to state a fact. Assertive sentence is used to state a fact or declare something. Assertive sentence is used to state a fact or declare something, and always assertive sentence ends with a full stop. Assertive sentence ends with a full stop. Assertive sentence ends with a full stop, and assertive sentence is also known as declarative sentence. Assertive sentence is also known as declarative sentence. Then second category is, second type is interrogative sentence. Interrogative, I-N-T-E-R-R-O-G-A-T-I-V, interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence is used to ask questions or request for something. Interrogative sentence is used to ask questions or to request for some information or to make a request for some information. Interrogative sentence is used to ask a question or request for some information. Request for some information. Always the interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. Always interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. Then example, where will we go for a picnic? Or that 2 examples are in your book and 2 more examples are here. Can you help me? It is an interrogative sentence. Are you studying? It is an interrogative sentence. Have you done your homework? It is an interrogative sentence. Had your lunch? It is also an interrogative sentence. In which school you are studying? That is also an interrogative sentence. Okay. Then next category, the third category is exclamatory sentence. Third category is exclamatory sentence. What is an exclamatory sentence? An exclamatory sentence is used to express our feelings or emotions. An exclamatory sentence is used to express strong feelings or our emotions. That means whenever we are happy or we are delighted or we are with great sadness, alas, what happened to him? What happened to the bus? It hit a car. These are all exclamatory sentences. It expresses our strong feeling. It expresses our strong feeling. Here, what a party it was. What a beautiful flower it was. It is an exclamatory sentence. It expresses our joy. It expresses our happiness. Then, excellent work. That is also an exclamatory word. Exclamatory sentence. We always ends an exclamatory sentence with an exclamation mark. Exclamation mark means a line, then a full stop. That is exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. And here is a work for you. Write A for assertive. Write A for assertive. A for assertive. Then I for interrogative. E for exclamatory sentence in the following 10 sentences. Here, the first one. I have done my homework. What kind of a sentence is it? It is a group of words and it states a fact. I have done my homework. It is a fact. It is a simple statement. So it is an assertive sentence and you can write A in that column. A. First one, assertive sentence. So you write A in the column. A. Then second one, what a delicious pizza. That express our sudden feeling, our strong feeling. What a delicious pizza. And an exclamation mark is there. And it is an exclamatory sentence. Second one, E. Exclamatory sentence. Then third one, are you going to the market? What kind of a sentence is it? It is an interrogative sentence. It is a question. So it is an interrogative sentence. You can write I in that column. I. Interrogative sentence. I. Fourth one, I stood first in the class. It is a statement and we can say that it is an assertive sentence. A. It is an assertive sentence. Then fifth one, what gift will you give me? What gift will you give me? It's a question. It is an interrogative sentence. It is a question. So interrogative sentence. Then sixth one, Reena runs very fast. It is a statement. So assertive sentence. It is a statement. So it is an assertive sentence. Seventh one, I am going to Delhi. It is also a statement. So assertive sentence. A. Assertive sentence. A deer runs fast. It is also a statement. It is also an assertive sentence. A deer runs fast is an assertive sentence. Next one, how fast the deer runs. It is our strong feeling or emotion. How fast the deer runs. It expresses our feelings. So it ends with an exclamation mark. It is an exclamatory sentence. And the one is an exclamatory sentence. So you should write E there. E. Exclamatory sentence. Then for 10th one, last one, I enjoy playing with you. It is a statement. So we write A. It is an assertive sentence. It is an assertive sentence. Look at your text. First one, assertive sentence. Second one, exclamatory sentence. Third one, interrogative sentence. Fourth one, assertive sentence. Fifth one, interrogative sentence. Sixth one, assertive sentence. Seventh one, assertive sentence. Eighth one, assertive sentence. Ninth one, exclamatory sentence. 10th one, assertive sentence. Is it clear? Have you done it? Yes. Next. Let us move on to the next one. Rearrange the words to make a sentence. Rearrange the words to make a sentence. First one, mother, my, mother, my, with, went, mother, my, with, went, I, shopping, for. 4 is not in your text. You write, put a slash there and write 4. This is missing in your text. You put a slash here and write the word for. Okay. Then how can we rearrange this word to make meaningful sentence? How can we rearrange it? I 4, 5, 6, 7 words are there. In your text there is only 6 words. You put a slash here and write 2 there. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I went to shopping. With whom? With my mother. This is a meaningful sentence. This is a meaningful sentence. Rearrange the words to make a sentence. Sentence should be meaningful. Whenever it becomes a sentence, it should be meaningful. Then second one. Listen here. Love slash eat slash to slash banana slash I. How many words are there? Love 1, eat 2, 2, 3, banana 4, I 5. 5 words are there. Let us make it a meaningful sentence. Can you make it a meaningful sentence? First one, subject I love to eat banana. I love to eat banana. It is a statement. So put a full stop there. I love to eat banana. Is it a meaningful sentence? Yes, it is a meaningful sentence. I love to eat banana. Is it clear now? Then third one. Look at the third one. Now class we have English do. There is a question mark. Listen here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words are there. And now class we have English do. Do we have an English class now? It is a question. Question word do. Then subject we have an English class now. English class now. Question mark. Do we have an English class now? Do we have an English class now? It is a meaningful sentence. What type of a sentence is it? It is an interrogative sentence. It is an interrogative sentence. So we put a question mark at the end of it. So we put a question mark at the end of the sentence. Then next one, fourth one. Hi. Then how flying, 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 bird, how flying bird is the. There is an exclamation mark, so we understood that. On seeing the exclamation mark, we understood that it is an exclamatory sentence. It is an exclamatory sentence, and it will convey a sudden feeling or emotion. It will convey a strong feeling or emotion. Then how can we rearrange it? How high, exclamatory word, how high, yes, the bird is flying. How high the bird is flying. FLYING, flying. an exclamation mark. We put an exclamation mark. How high the bird is flying. How high the bird is flying. Next one. Fifth one. It's a simple sentence. Love ice cream. I love ice cream. I. How can you make it as a meaningful sentence? First one subject I, then verb love, object ice cream. I love. It will be very easy for you. I love ice cream. Sentence. So it is an assertive sentence. So we should try to put a full stop at the end of the sentence. I love ice cream. I love ice cream. Okay, I will read it once more. Mother, went I shopping too. I went to shopping with my mother. I went to shopping with my mother. You listen to your text. I went to shopping with my mother. Next one, love eat banana. I love to eat banana. Then it is a meaningful word. I love to eat banana. I love to eat banana. And now class we have English do. Do we have an English class now? Meaningful sentence is do we have an English class now? Do we have an English class now? Then next one is how flying bird is thee. How high the bird is flying. 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 It is an exclamatory sentence. So we put an exclamation mark at the end of the sentence. Then fifth one, love ice cream I. These are the words and we rearrange it. Means we made it a meaningful sentence. I, subject I, verb love ice cream, object I love ice cream. Is it clear? Do you write in your text? Okay. Then find words that end in EW. Find words that end in EW. Use them in the sentences below. S-C-R-E-W, screw. Which are the words? Screw. S-C-R-E-W, screw. Then, which is the second one? Few. F-E-W, few. Screw, few. Then, drew. D-R-E-W, drew. Then next one, flew. F-L-E-W, flew. Next one, sew. S-C-W, sew. Sew. Next one, crew. C-R-E-W, crew. Crew. C-R-E-W, crew. How many words are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 6 words are there. Then screw, few, drew, flew, sew, crew. These are the 6 words. In the first one, the dash of the ship. The dash of the ship was friendly. Was friendly. F-R-I-E-N-D-L-Y. The dash of the ship was friendly. Which word is correct here? Crew of the ship. C-R-E-W. Crew means crew members, the fellow members. The crew, that means the people who were taking job in the ship is called a crew. The crew of the ship was friendly. The crew of the ship was friendly. The crew of the ship was friendly. Next one, mother. Second one, mother. Mother dash the cloth together. together. Sew. S-E-W. Sew means weaving. Sewing. Sewing machine is there. Sewing. S-E-W. Mother sew the cloth together. Mother sew the cloth together. Sewing machine. You know what a sewing machine is? We stitch cloths in the sewing machine. So sew is the sew is weaving. Sewing cloth together. Mother sew the cloth together. Then eagle. Third one. E-A-G-L-E. Eagle dash high in the sky. High in the sky. In the sky. Eagle dash high in the sky. This is a full stop. Eagle dash high in the sky. Past tense of fly is flew. Fly, birds are flying. Eagle is flying. F-L-Y, fly. Past tense of flew. F-L-E-W. F-L-E-W, flew. Eagle flew high in the sky. Eagle flew high in the sky. The next one, my sister. Fourth one. My sister dash a beautiful landscape. Dash a beautiful B-E-A-U-T-I-F-U-L. Beautiful landscape. L-A-N-D-S-C-A-P-E. My sister drawing. Draw past tense drew. My sister drew. D-R-E-W. Drew. My sister drew a beautiful landscape. My sister drew a beautiful landscape. My sister drew a beautiful landscape. The next one, there were, fifth one, there were dash students in the class. Dash students in the class. Students in the class. There were dash students in the class. There were dash students in the class. Which one is correct? Few. F-E-W. Few. F-E-W. Few means some students. There were few students in the class. There were few students in the class. There were few students in the class. Sixth one. Which is the sixth one? The carpenter will. The carpenter, C-A-R-P-E-N-T-E-R. Carpenter will. The carpenter will dash the nuts. Dash the nuts. What is the meaning of nut? Nut and bolt. It is not the cashew nut or peanut. It is nut and bolt. What is the carpenter doing? Screw. S-C-R-E-W. Screw. The carpenter will screw the nuts. The nuts are not tight. The nuts are loose. So the carpenter will screw the nuts. Is it clear? I will read it once more. Here are some EW words. Which are the words? Screw, few, drew, flew, sew and crew. Then the dash of the ship was friendly. In the ship there are crew members. The crew of the ship was friendly. Then second one. Mother dashed the cloth together. What are we doing with the cloth, pieces of cloth? We are sewing it. Then it is mother sew the cloth together. The next one, eagle dash high in the sky. What are eagle doing? Eagles are flying. And the past tense of fly is flew. Eagle flew high in the sky. The next one, my sister dash a beautiful landscape. What do we do with the landscape? We are drawing. The past tense of draw is drew. My sister drew a beautiful landscape. Then the fifth one is there were dash students in the class, which is the active word. There were few students students in the class. There were few students in the class. The next one, last one, the carpenter will dash the nuts. What will we do with the nuts and bolts? Screw the nuts. S-C-R-E-W, screw the nuts. Is it clear? Then last one, activity corner. There is another segment, I value life. The world will be a beautiful place if we recycle and reuse things that we studied in the previous class. The 3 R's: reuse, reuse, then reduce and recycle. Reduce, reuse and recycle. These are the 3 R's that is related with waste materials. The reducing of waste materials. We can cut down the amount of waste materials by using the 3 R's. The 3 R's will help us to cut down the waste materials, the amount of waste materials. Which are the 3 R's? Recycle, then reuse and reduce. Reduce, reuse and recycle. Here is an information. The world will be beautiful place. The world will be a beautiful place. Then for that, what can we do? If we recycle and reuse things, then only the world will be a beautiful place. If we reuse and recycle things, the world will be a beautiful thing by reducing the amount of waste materials. By reducing the amount of waste materials. If you have old story books which you no longer need, give them to the school library or children who need them. If you have some old books, story books, Tenali Raman stories, then Birbal stories, Panchatantra stories, like that, so many books will be with you. You don't throw the books pages, tear the pages and throw here and there. You can give to your younger ones, your relatives or your friends. They can read it from there. They can use it. Then it will be reused. Okay, then we can reduce the amount of that type of wastage. Or you can donate it to the school library. You can donate the book, keep the book very cleanly, and you can donate to the school library for the children who need them. The smile on the face would be worth the effort. Whenever you give something to the needy, that means the correct person who need it. Whenever you give something to the needy people, thus there will be a smile in their face, and that will make you very happy, and that will make you very happy. And this is the valuable thing we study, the moral we get from this lesson. I will read it once more. The world will be beautiful if we recycle and reuse things. If you have old story books with you which you no longer need, give them to the school library or children who need them. Okay, then the smile on the faces would be worth the effort. That will be a good effort from your part, good deed from your part. Then activity corner. Do you eat ice cream? Are you in the habit of eating ice cream? Yes, we all are in the habit. We all like to have ice cream every day. If you eat a cup of ice cream or a bar of ice cream, do not throw away the stick or the empty cup. From this day onwards, from today onwards, do not throw the wooden spoon or empty stick here and there. Decorate it with and use it as a holder for your stationery items. Decorate it as a holder to put your pen and pencils in. The ice cream stick can be painted and used as a bookmark. The ice cream stick can be painted and used as a bookmark. Okay, our chapter is over, and immediately after the Onam vacation, you have an exam. That means a term exam that will have of 50 marks. You will study the topics on the same day itself, and then only you can answer the questions. Okay, it will be easy for you to answer the questions. Okay, wish you all the very best for your exams, and you study the questions. If you have any doubt, you can call me and ask me. Thank you.